Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here and welcome on into a LEGO Harry Potter set news video. Today we are looking at the brand new set, which is set number 76417. This is the Gringotts Wizarding Bank set, and this will be retailing for $429.99 USD. I'm not sure what the Canadian price for that will be, but this set will be available beginning on September the 1st and has 4,803 pieces and has a total of 13 minifigures, and we're gonna go through all this. This set is absolutely insane. I think the very first thing here that I want to talk about with this set, besides the fact that yes, we're finally getting Gringotts after all these years in a minifigure scale form, since we technically got one back in 2018. But anyways, my point that I want to make is that this can actually connect to the other modulars. I was wrong, and I'm very confused at the same time as well, because if you look, it's actually a base plate, which this, to my knowledge, has never been done before. It is this giant base plate here. I'm going to assume it's a 32 by 32 base plate, and it sits atop this insane build that we'll talk about, but it's just sitting there, and obviously it's being held in place there, but you can remove it and detach it to connect it to the other Diagon Alley shops that we got a couple years ago, and I think that is absolutely great. I think that was very important. I think that this is something that people really wanted. And at the same time, though, while I'm happy that it can do this, technically, you know, it should be at the end of, like, the alley, just like you see here in this picture. But what's interesting is that this new Diagon Alley sort of version, this smaller version that we got this summer, I really don't get it, because I thought that that was being introduced because this Gringotts was going to be in that same style, which I'm glad it's not, because it's a very small shop style versus this is a very large and detailed model. But I just think that's so fascinating to me, the fact that they are creating this other Diagon Alley version, but then also still all these years later continuing with that old style. It's very confusing to me. I obviously like this one more, but then again, we can get, I don't know, it's just strange. Like, we get it, I was gonna say we can get smaller shops over there, but then we've got a small shop here, the Magical Menagerie, which looks great. And then up above, I'm not sure if that's a part of the same shop or not, but then on the other side of Gringotts, you've got like this wall, and that sort of looks like it's sort of connected to Gringotts as well, but also maybe it's not. I'm not too sure. Like, I'm very intrigued by this. I will say, from the leak, people were very interested and were commenting about how the stability of this is going to work. I'm sure they've tested this thing so much. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that this thing has been tested so much to make sure that it is stable, that thing is not gonna fall. I hope, at least, right? But anyways, going up to the exterior of Gringotts, like, I just want to say the angles here that they've created, I think they've done a phenomenal job. Again, it's so interesting that when sets are created and remade years later, they have access to all these new parts, like those little stamp pieces there that can be angled for the pillars. Like, that's great. Like, those angles just, they wouldn't have been possible before, and I think that looks really awesome, and I cannot wait to review this thing very soon here on the channel. Anyways, going up to the top of Gringotts, you can actually put an iron belly dragon that is included in the set. I think that is really awesome. There's something to me off a bit about this, but it's still really cool. It's very impressive, I think, that they are including this. I think the prints on the face looks really great for sure. And it's just an iconic part of, like, Universal Studios, I think. And obviously the film too, but just the fact that when you are there every so often, it'll breathe fire, and it can do that here too. So I think that's really awesome. Going over to the lifestyle images, there's this phenomenal shot of the inside of Gringotts, and you're looking at it from, like, above, from the rafters looking down. The flooring is really great and very detailed. I really love just all the little booths for all the different goblins. I think that's so cool. And like the reflective, I think those are reflective stickers in behind there. I think that's really cool. You could see here from the back of like all the different spots here. So specifically, I just want to mention like all of the cracks inside of Gringotts. I think that's kind of interesting. And you could see there's also this upstairs part of Gringotts, which I think it's a little empty, again, because you saw that shop before we were looking down into it, but there's a chest and also a little spot for one of the goblins to work on. They've got this, I guess, another alleyway there in between that and the little shop. You've got a couple of different advertisements and newspapers there on the stickers in the back. I think that's a lot of fun. Anyways, though, that's Gringotts Bank. Down below is what's even crazier. The mines, like this on its own, just to show you height-wise, there's this lifestyle image of like the two of them side by side, and it's absolutely massive on its own, but it's really cool. It's got a whole minecart system that you can ride on down, and I think that's so much fun, and you could make stops at the different vaults. I think you could see here there's these gears that I think you can stop there at that one vault. The top vault here, I believe, is Harry's, going off of the numbers for 2 vaults we have here, but you can see all the coins and everything. So there's actually 3 vaults that you can stop at on the way down. I think that's like just such a crazy concept in general. But anyways, you could see there's the cart there with Hagrid. I think that's a lot of fun with Harry. This vault here in the back is the vault that the Philosopher's Stone is in, and then the last one down below at the bottom is maybe Bellatrix's, just because they also pass a waterfall on the way down that'll tie into some of the minifigures. So yeah, I think overall the idea of this minecart system, it is absolutely insane. I think that it's just such a fun concept, like stopping at these different vaults as you go on your way down. Also, just need to mention this here. I believe there's a rumor of a separate vault set being a promo or something running around the same time as this set's launch in the fall. So yeah, I'm excited for that. But let's go through the minifigures here, shall we? So we've got Harry here from the Diagon Alley set from before, except he's got the new face that they introduced for 2023. That's a brand new head for young Harry. So, again, that figure appeared in the advent calendar. The glasses are still exclusive, I think, to the original Diagon Alley. Anyways, we've got Hagrid here included in the set. I think, again, we talked about that. It's important for him to be there. And then now we're moving on. So there's only 2 characters from the first movie. That's at least what the top of the box says, from the 8th film. Here we go. We've got Harry Potter, and he's got this new figure there. I believe that torso is brand new. We've never gotten this outfit before. I guess technically there's sort of 15 characters in here because we've got Dragomir Despard, and that is, of course, Ron, which is so cool because they've got this alternate face when they go through the water, and it removes all the spells and everything. So you could see that they've got the water dripping down the face. That is awesome. So of course included, and also hairpiece wise, completely different, but we've got Bellatrix Hermione, and then she's got even, like, instead of giving her Hermione hair, they gave her Aquaman hair so that it's like all wet. Like, they thought it through so well there. I really love that. That is so awesome. We've also of course got Grip Hook. And again, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Just Harry Potter should not have minifigure series. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, these figures are just coming in sets, just as detailed. Look at the arm printing on that. That's crazy. I'm glad. A cool version. Also, he's appeared in an advent calendar. So, anyways, we've got Bogrod. Cool looking goblin. I like the hairpiece there in white. That's awesome to see, as well as the glasses and everything. And then we've got Rick Burt. This guy's got a little goatee. I think that's kind of cool there, and I like the suit. And this goblin, these last 2, I think are so cool with those dual molded sleeves. I think that's really awesome. Also, just getting the goblin piece there with the dark orange hair, I think that's a lot of fun too, but their faces look great. We've also got a Death Eater, which, wow, looks really cool. I really love the design of that figure. So detailed, the printing there. And then also 2 guards, which I forgot that there were guards in Gringotts. So that's really cool. But yeah, this is a really awesome set. Like, they've just completely outdone themselves, I think, in the conceptualization of this. Like, it's just so much fun. And I'm very impressed. thoroughly impressed. I cannot wait to build this. Cannot wait to combine it with the other Diagon Alley. Do all these different videos for this. So be sure to subscribe. Turn on the bell notifications so that you don't miss out on future LEGO Harry Potter set news and reviews. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. We'll see you all in the next one.